Greetings! Mantore79 here, and welcome back to another deck profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. Here we are in the main menu, off to edit deck menu. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm going to be one for is a Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk Skyfall Arms, D-BT08. And alright, let's get started. Selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu. And like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building today's deck profile video is a Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk Skyfall Arms deck, made up of cards only available up until D-BT08. Okay, let's get started. Selecting the filter settings, going to pack, showing the cards from D-BT1, Genesis of the 5 Greats, D-BT2, Brush of Legends, D-BT3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-BT4, Awakening of Chakravarti, D-BT5, Shrine Return of Brave Heroes, Festival Booster 2021, Festival Booster 2022. Pro Pack number 1, D-BT6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, D-BT7, Raging Flame against Emerald Storm, D-BT8, Minerva Rising. Pack selected, apply filters. Filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we are playing, ride deck grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Skills, first skill, auto, Rebel Dress, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of battle, this unit attacked. Choose up to one card of Rebel form in its card name from hand, ride it as stand, and it gets drive -2 until end of turn. Second skill, actions of Vanguard, once per turn, cost, discard a card from hand. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card of Rebel form in its card name from among them, reveal it, put in the hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less card from among them and call it a Rigor Circle. Put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Alright, the grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. We have 1 the ride deck. Next up, ride deck grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is ruled upon by a unit with the Overdress ability, cost, counterblast 1. If you cost and paid, choose a grade 2 or greater card from drop and put into hand. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard or Rearguard. When this unit is boosted, cost, soul blast 1. If you cost and paid, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. Okay, grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. Next up, ride deck grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard or Rearguard. During the battle this unit attacked, this unit plus 2,000 power. Second skill, auto. When this unit is ruled upon by Knight of Ardent Light, Youth. Cost, soul blast 1. If you cost and paint, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to one card of Youthberk in its card name from among them, reveal it, put in the hand, or choose up to one grade 2 or less unit card from among them, call it a Rigor Circle, and put the rest in the bottom of your deck in any order. Affirmative, grade 1, Determined to Break Away, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. And finally, ride deck grade 0, Youth following in footsteps, Youth. Starting unit, skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirm, grade 0, Youth following in footsteps, Youth. We have 1 the ride deck. With that, we covered the deck's ride deck. Next, let's get on to the grade 3 lineup. And now for the grade 3 lineup. For the grade 3s in this deck we are playing, grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Since we explained this card's skills and effects during the ride deck portion of the video, we just skip ahead. For the grade 3, Youthberk Skyfall Arms, we have 3 in the main deck. Next, the grade 3, Youthberk Rebel Form, Gust. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on the Vanguard circle by the Overdress ability, if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost, discard a card from hand. If the cost and paid, this unit gets plus 10,000 power plus 1 drive until end of turn. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of your turn, choose a card with the Overdress ability from Soul and ride it as rest. And alright, grade 3, Youthberk Rebel Form, Gust. We have 4 in the deck. Next, the grade 3, Youthberk Rebel Form, Tempest. Skills, first skill, auto. When this unit is placed on Vanguard circle by the Overdress ability, all of your front row units gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Then cost, counterblast 1. If you cost and paid, reveal the top 2 cards of your deck. Choose up to one of your opponent's rear guards with the same grade as any of the revealed cards. Put the bottom of the deck and put all the revealed cards into hand. Second skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of your turn, choose a card of the Overdress ability from Soul and ride it as rest. Okay, grade 3, Youthberk, River Form Tempest, we have 4 on the deck. And next, the grade 3, Normal Order, Gratia Gradel. Skills, first skill, Continuous, Regulus Piece. You may only have one Regulus Piece in your deck and use a total of 1 time in a fight. Second skill, Order. Place if you have a grade 3 Vanguard Persona Ride and not ride this turn. Activate Persona Ride. Draw a card. All of your units gets about 10,000 power this turn, and your regard to Persona Road. Affirmative, grade 3, Gratia Gradel. We have 1 the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 2 lineup. And now for the grade 2 lineup. For the grade 2s in this deck we are playing, the grade 2, Atrocious, Moth Girl Maple. Skills, first skill, Auto from Drop Zone. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard is placed during the ride phase, if you do not have a unit with Maple in its card name, you may call this card to a rearguard circle. If there are 2 copies of this card in the drop, you may only call 1. Second skill, Glitter, Glitter Thegria. Activate your Vanguard as a Glitter with Thegria in card name. Auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, this will be attacked. Cost, soul blast 1 or more cards. If the cost and pay, choose a card from your soul with the same grade as the sum of the grades that were soul blasted for this cost. Put it in the hand and put this unit into soul. And alright, the grade 2, Atrocious Moth Girl Maple. We have 1 the deck. Next up, the grade 2, Knight of Fracture, Schneisel. Skills, first skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, cost, counterblast 1. If the cost and pay, look at the top 5 cards of the deck. Choose up to 1 grade 3 card with Youthberk in its card name from among them, reveal it, put into hand, and shuffle deck. This unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, Auto as a rear guard. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, if your Vanguard is placed this turn by riding from grade 3, choose one of your Vanguards and it gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, grade 2, Knight of Fracture, Schneisel. We have 4 on the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 1 lineup. And now for the grade 1 lineup. For the grade 1s in this deck we are playing, the grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon, Sentinel, Perfect Guard. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is put in Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 or more cards, choose a card from hand, discard it. Alrighty, the grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. We have 3 in the deck. Next up, the grade 1, Blitz Order, Elementary Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementary Sentinel deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard is triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Place the cost up, discard a card from hand if your Vanguard is scored 3 or less. If the cost and paid, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Move this card. Okie dokie, grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. We have 1 the deck. And here we have the grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. Great skills, first skill, Continuous. This card cannot be ridden and cannot be normal called to rearguard from hand. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is discarded from hand during your turn, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost Soul Blast 1. If the cost and paid, call this card to the back row rearguard circle. And affirmative, the grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. We have 4 in the deck. Here we have the grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequana. Skills, first skill, Continuous as a rearguard during your turn. If you have a Vanguard of Youthberk in its card name, this unit gets plus 2,000 power. Second skill, Auto as a rearguard. When your unit placed on Vanguard Circle by the Revolver's ability, cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and paid, choose one of your units and increase or decrease its drive to 1 until end of turn. Confirm, grade 1, Witch of Accumulation, Sequana. We have 4 in the deck. Finally, the grade 1, Pink Moth Girl Maple. Skills, first skill, Auto from Drop Zone. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard is placed during your right phase, if your Persona roll this turn, and you do not have a Pink Moth Girl Maple on your rear guard, you may call this card to rearguard circle. If you called it, this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Second skill, Glitter, Glitter Thegria. Active your Vanguard is Glitter with Thegria card name. Auto from the back row rearguard circle. When your unit in the same column as this unit stands, you may stand this unit. If you do, at the end of the turn, retire this unit. Alright, grade 1, Pink Moth Girl Maple. We have 1 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, the grade 0, Light Dragon Deep Honors Amritonia Overtrigger. Trigger, additional effect. Until end of turn, you also perform drive checks for the battles your rearguards attack. And alright, the Great Zero, Light Dragon D Honors, Ambertonia, Overtrigger, we have 1 in the deck. Next, the Great Zero, Volition Rigger Dragon, Critical Trigger, we have 4 in the deck. Up next, the Great Zero, Blade Feather Dragon, Critical Trigger, Skill, Auto as a rear guard. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units, and it gets plus 2,000 power until end of turn. Alright, the Great Zero, Blade Feather Dragon, Critical Trigger, we have 4 in the deck. And here we have the Great Zero, Bard of Heavenly Song, Alpac, Front Trigger, Skill, Continuous as a Guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets plus 5,000 shield. And okie dokie, the Great Zero, Bard of Heavenly Song, Alpac, Front Trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Here we have the Great Zero, Invigorate Sage, Heal Trigger, Skill, Auto. When this unit is placed on the Guardian Circle, if your opponent's attacking unit has attacked 2 or more times this turn, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle, active if this battle's second attack this turn or more. Affirmative, Great Zero, Invigorate Sage, Heal Trigger, we have 2 in the deck. Finally, the Great Zero, Hardiness Tier Sorceress, Heal Trigger, Skill, Auto. When this unit is put in the Guardian Circle, if the attacking unit's critical is 2 or greater, and its critical is increased by a non-trigger effect ability, or its original critical is 2 or greater, this unit gets plus 15,000 shield until end of battle. Confirm, Great Zero, Hardiness Tier Sorceress, Heal Trigger, we have 2 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. And with that, the deck's been built, Cardfight is explained. For the cards in this deck we are playing, 4 Grade 3, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms. 4 Grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form Gust. 4 Grade 3, Youthberk, Rebel Form Tempest. 1 Grade 3, Gratia Greto. 1 Grade 2, Knight of Ardent Light Youth. 1 Grade 2, Atrocious, Mothgirl Maple. 4 Grade 2, Knight of Fracture Schneisel. 1 Grade 1, Determined to Break Away Youth. 3 Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. 1 Grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. 4 Grade 1, Wayward Therapy Angel. 4 Grade 1, Witch of Accumulation Sequana. 1 Grade 1, Pink Mothgirl Maple. 1 Grade 0, Night Following in Footsteps Youth. Starting unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1 Ambertonia, Overtrigger. 8 Critical Triggers. 3 Front Triggers. And 4 Heal Triggers. With that deck built, Cardfight is explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are in the main menu, going to test out the deck, so choosing the fight menu, selecting the CPU fight, and picking the deck I just showcased to you, the Keter Sanctuaries, Youthberk, Skyfall Arms, D-BT08 deck. All looking good, selecting deck. For the opponent I'm going to be facing off against, I'm going to be using this deck against Dragon Empires, Mirai Mine, Hard Difficulty, and click. The battle begins, let's get started. And here we're in the fight, Bid side goes first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Paper to paper, one more time. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock to paper, I lose, going second. Drawing our starting hands, I got myself a Sequana, Wayward Therapy, Rebel Form Gust, Schneisel, and a Front Trigger, not a bad starting hand. Holding on to all normal units. Redrawing triggers, redraw, another Schneisel. Stand with Vanguard, my opponent goes first, she rides the Great One. Namorcar. Namorcar skill, searching deck for an arms card, she adds Shawan Buddha hand. End of their turn, my turn. Draw! I ride from the right deck, determine to breakaway Youth. Since my Grade 2 lets me search for a Grade 2 or higher for my drop to add by the hand, I can afford to discard Rebel Form Tempest this early, discarding Tempest, riding Youth. Skill of Youth. My starting unit, draw a card. Draw. Another Gust, not too shabby. Go into battle phase. 8k to Vanguard. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes! Critical! Just what I needed. All effects to Vanguard. Critical up and power up. 2 damage to opponent. Here we go. Pierce. First check. No trigger, grade 2. Second check. Yes, critical trigger. She wasted a trigger. Trigger effects wasted. And that's the end of my turn. My opponent's turn. Here we go. She rises to grade 2. Halibadra skill. Adding Shaolin Boot back to hand. Calling the grade 2. Ashna skill. Nothing happens. Vanguard to Vanguard. 10k. No guard. Taking it. Drive check first. Critical trigger. She got lucky. Critical up and power up. 2 damage to me. Here it comes. Ow. Damage check first. Yes, critical. Just what I needed. Critical trigger. All to Vanguard. And the second check. No trigger. Not Elementary Sign 2. I lost a perfect guard. 20k to Vanguard. Guarding with Schneisel. 23k. Guard. And the chink. Safe. End of my opponent's turn. My turn. Stand and draw. Heal trigger. I should have let the attack go through. What a waste. Fine. I write from my right deck. Knight of Ardent Light Youth. Right deck cross. I'm discarding Invigorate Sage. Right. Youth. Skill to Great 1. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast and search the top 3 cards in my deck. I'm adding a Persona Ride or tough choice. Cards to attack with or Persona Ride. I already have Sequana in hand. I can just leave it in my hand and add Skyfall arms to my hand instead. And the rest go to the bottom of the deck. And I'm going to call. Should I call Schneisel to the rear guard? Maybe. But she's gonna write her grade 3 Vanguard, and that has the power to retire my front row, so I think I should, maybe I'll just go all in. I'm gonna call Schneisel to the rear guard, calling. Schneisel skill, counter blast 1, counter blast and switch the top cards to my deck 4. I add Rebel Form Gust to my hand. Here we go. Power up, and I'm gonna call Sequana to back row. Call. Battle phase we go. 10k to Vanguard. The attack goes through. Drive check. Yes, critical. Another lucky trigger. Critical to Vanguard. Power 2, Schneisel. I may have made the right choice here. 2 damage. Pierce. First check. No trigger. Safe. And the second check. Draw trigger. She got lucky. 20k. And do I go all in on Vanguard or go with Ashna? She already has a guaranteed 15k shield she can block it with, so I'm gonna attack Ashna instead. 33k. The attack goes through. Slash. One less Vanguard to worry about. End of my turn. My opponent's turn. Here comes the grade 3 Sealed Blaze Maiden Buff Sarga. Equipping Adia to hand. And Adia skill. Equip another arms card. Equipping with Vanguard skill, she soul charges and calls the grade 0. Skill of Shaolin Bu, equipping it. Buff Sarga skill, here it comes. Retiring all of my front row rear guards and gets a critical. And calling the grade 3 Audra. Alright, gonna let the rear guard go through and block the Vanguard. No guard. Ow. Damage check. No trigger. Gust. Here comes 23k. Perfect guard. Activate Palladium Zeal Dragon. Perfect guard cost. I am discarding a critical trigger. Volition Rigor. Perfect guard. First check. No trigger. Trick move. Uh-oh. Second check. Critical trigger. Lucky her. Giving it all to the grade 0. Ka-chink! Now here comes 16k. Guard, critical trigger, 25k. And ka-chink! Survived. End of my opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck. Youthberk Skyfall Arms. Right deck cost discarding Wayward Therapy. Right, Skyfall Arms. First, I activate the effect of Wayward Therapy. I Soul Blast 1, Soul Blast, Youth, and Superior Call Wayward Therapy to the back row. Call. Next, activating Youth skill, Counter Blast 1, Counter Blast, and adding a grade 2 or above card from drop zone back to hand. I'm adding Schneisel to my hand. I'm going to move Sequana to the front row and calling. Hold on, let's see. Nope, gonna leave her in the back row, or I'm gonna first, what should I do first? Should I add to my Vanguard skill, discarding Gust from hand, and look at the top 3 cards of deck. Nothing. I add the front trigger to my hand. No, wait. I just shuffle everything back. What a waste of a skill. 3 cards I couldn't afford to call, all wasted. Then I'm gonna call Schneisel to rear guard, calling over. Where should I call it? In front of Sequina or Wayward Therapy? I think I'm gonna call it over. Here. And not activating skill, I move Wayward Therapy to the front row. And to the battle phase we go. Skyfall Arms to Vanguard, 13k. Guarding with critical trigger, 2 to pass. First check. No trigger, Gust. Second check. And Tempest. No trigger, attack failed. Next, here it comes. I'm gonna activate Rebel Dress. Rebel Dress. Youthberk's Rebel Form Tempest. First, I'm activating Rebel Dress Tempest's ability. 5,000 power to the front row. And activating skill, Counter Blast 1. I reveal 2 great ones. Add them to my hand. Next, Sequina skill, Into Soul. Drive +1 to my Vanguard. Alright. Go, Vanguard, 18k, 1 drive. Skill Shaoanbu, adding 10,000 shield. Guarding with critical trigger, over trigger to pass. Drive check. Critical trigger. I give all effects to Schneisel. Attack failed. Then Schneisel to Vanguard. 25k, critical trigger. Schneisel skill, adding power, but nothing happens. Guarding Whip, heal trigger, 28k. Then Wayward Therapy attacks the rear guard. Adarla, 15k. The attack goes through. Bang, bang, bang. One less rear guard to worry about. End of my turn. I activate my Vanguard skill, returning Skyfall Arms to the Vanguard circle. Here it comes. Persona Rise, she had one. Vanguard skill, she's Soul Blasting, and retiring my entire front row. Critical up. And calling Trick Moon. 33k, 2 criticals to Vanguard. Perfect Guard with Palladium Zeal Dragon. Perfect Guard cost, I am discarding Pink Moth Girl Maple. Perfect Guard. First check. No trigger. Sword. And second check. No trigger. Grade 3. Safe. So the attack is blocked. Ka-chink. Here comes the Grade 0 rear guard with Trick Moon. 21k. Dress boost activated. And 41k. No guard, taking it. 1 damage. Ow! Damage check. Heal trigger. Wasted, cannot heal. End of opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Let's do this. Persona Ride. Persona Ride. Youthberk, Skyfall Arms. Drawing a card. Activating the skill of Mock Girl Maple. Superior call from drop zone to rear guard. Calling. Power up. The skill of my Vanguard. Discarding. Wayward Therapy Angel. Look at the top 3 cards in my deck. I am adding Rebel Form Tempest to hand. The rest are sent to the bottom of the deck. Wayward Therapy skill. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast. And Superior Call to the back row. Calling. I move Wayward Therapy to the front row. And going to battle phase. Vanguard to Vanguard, 23k. Double guard with 2. Fujimachi Rodaga, 43k, 2 to pass, first check. No trigger, Gust, second check, come on. No trigger, Wayward Therapy, attack failed. Then, Rebel Dress. Now, what should I use? Gust or Tempest? Gust for a drive check or Tempest for a full field advantage. My opponent has 5 cards in hand. She can still use Shawan Boost, so I better play it safe. Rebel Dress, Youthberk, Rebel Form Tempest. Tempest is skill. Counterblast 1, powered front row. And reveal the top 2 cards of deck, Grade 0 and Grade 2. I send Trick Boon to the bottom of the deck. Not a bad turnout. Then, Wayward Therapy, 25k to Vanguard. The attack goes through. Bang, bang, bang. Damage check. Oh, come on! You gotta be kidding me! An over trigger, what a waste! This timing too! Fine, 28k to the rear guard. And that's it. What a waste. End of my turn, opponent's turn. Skill of Tempest. Skyfall Arms goes to my deck, to my Vanguard circle. Calling the rear guard. Calling. 23k to Vanguard. Guarding with front trigger. And a critical trigger. Guard. 43k, 48k. None to pass. First check. No trigger. Second check. No trigger. Safe. So the attack fails. Ka-chink. Survived. Here comes a Darla with boost from Trick Moon. Trick Moon skill. Dress boost. Total 43k. No guard. Taking it. Ow. Damage check. Critical. Wasted a trigger. And Hall effects to Vanguard. And end of my opponent's turn. My turn. Here we go. Stand and draw. Skipping ride phase to main phase. Activating Youthberk skill. I discard Wayward Therapy for the cost. Reveal. I superior call Sequina to rear guard. And calling it over here. And the rest go to the bottom of the deck. Wayward Therapy skill. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast and Superior Call to the back row. I call her behind. Youthberk. I move Maple to the back row. I call Schneisel to rear guard, not activating skill this time. That ought to do it. To the battle phase we go. Youthberk unboosted to Vanguard. Hold on. Yep, unboosted. 13k. Guarding with heal trigger, 28k, 2 to pass. First check. No trigger, wayward therapy. Second check. No trigger, maple. I wish I could have gotten this card sooner. Attack fails. Now let's do this. Overdress. Youthberk. Revel form, Tempest. Tempest's effect. Counter blast 1. Power of the front row and counter blast. Grade 0 and grade 3. Grade 3 and Queen of the Soul. +1 drive. Then boosted by Wayward Therapy. Tempest the Vanguard. 28k, 1 drive. Shaolin Boost skill. 28k. 23k. Double guard. 43k. Over trigger to pass. Drive check. Heal trigger. Just what I needed. Healing 1 point of damage. Healing, giving power to Wayward Therapy Angel. The attack fails, but now Wayward Therapy to Vanguard. 25k. The attack goes through. Bang, 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 bang. Damage check. You gotta be kidding me. Another lucky trigger. How does she do it? Boosted by Maple. Schneisel the Vanguard. 23k. Schneisel skill. Power to Vanguard, but nothing happens. The attack goes through. Slash. Damage check. Oh, come on! Another lucky trigger, a heal trigger, and a draw trigger twice in a row. So lucky. End of my turn. Tempest's skill. Skyfall arms. Back to Vanguard. Here comes. Calling. And battle phase. 23k. Perfect guard. Perfect guard cost. I'm discarding. Maple. Perfect guard. First check. No trigger. Persona Ride. Second check. No trigger. Aura card. Attack failed. Kachink. Survived. Attacked by Trick Moon boosting Travis. Trick Moon skill. Dress boost. Activate. 35k. No guard. Taking it. Ow. Damage check. No trigger. Sequina. Oh no, not that card. End of opponent's turn. My turn. Stand and draw. It's time to end this. Persona Ride with Youthberk Skyfall arms. Persona Ride. Skyfall arms. Draw a card. Oh no, not my over trigger. Come on. So unlucky. Then, what am I going to do? I activate Vanguard skill. I'm going to discard Wayward Therapy Angel. Hold on, nope. Just gonna go straight to the battle phase. First, boosted by Wayward Therapy. Skyfall arms to Vanguard. 33k. Guarding with Perfect Guard. Perfect Guard cost, she's discarding. Order card. Twin drive, first check. Front trigger, yes, just what I needed. Power to the entire front row. Second check. No trigger, Gradia Greto. And attack failed. Then Revel Dress. 2. Youthberk. Revel form, Gust. Gust's effect. Discard a card from hand. I discard Wayward Therapy Angel. Plus 10,000 power, plus 1 drop. Therapy Angel skill. Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast and Superior Call to the back row. I call her behind. Wayward Therapy Angel. Gust to the... Hold on. Nope, not yet. Boosted by Maple. Schneisel the Vanguard. 38k. Schneisel skill. Plus 5,000 power to the Vanguard. Shaolin Boost skill. Plus 10,000 shield. And guarding with critical trigger, 38k. Intercepting with Travis, 43k. Just barely enough. This is really cutting it close. Gust to Vanguard, 38k. One drive. Perfect guard. Oh no! Perfect guard cost is starting. An order card. Drive check. Critical trigger, just what I needed. All effects too. Wayward Therapy Angel. There we go, powered up. Vanguard attack failed. Now, boosted by Wayward Therapy. Go! My Therapy Angel attacks the Vanguard. 50k, 2 criticals. Oh, come on! Not another perfect guard! So lucky! Attack failed. Gus goes back to the soul and replacing with Skyfall arms. This is not good. I'm close to decking out now. Persona Ride. Knew that was coming. Battle phase, 33k. Guarding whiff. Front trigger. And double front trigger. Skill. 53k. And guarding whiff, heal trigger, 63k. None to pass. No trigger. First, second check. No trigger, safe. And Kachink, survived. Okay. And if their turn, my turn. Draw. Persona riding. Youthberk. Hold on, no, hold on. Skipping the... Yep, just Persona riding Youthberk. Persona Ride. And I'm gonna call Gus to the rear guard. Call. Go to battle phase. First, boosted by Maple, Schneisel the Vanguard, 28k. Skill plus 5,000 power to Vanguard. Shaolin skill. Powering up and darting with draw trigger. 28k, 33k, just barely enough. Boosted by Wayward Therapy. My left side Gus attacks the Vanguard. 33k to Vanguard. The attack goes through. Pierce. Check. No trigger, 6 damage, I win. That was a really rough fight. Despite some really bad luck from my opponent getting all those triggers, I managed to eke out a win, so I also got to try out some of the new cards in this deck and make it work out pretty well. So I got win, attack 50,000 more power, guard 6,000 more shield, perfect guard 3 more times, opponent drew an over trigger, did a Persona Ride, 12 turns passed, disappear call, retired 5 opposing units, and one card left in deck. I got 3,400 VP, total 544,000, 825 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and going back to fight menu. Here we are back in the fight menu, leaving fight menu, going back to main menu. Back in the main menu to edit deck menu. With that, the deck's been built, card effects explained, and I just finished testing deck in front of you. So first I want to say is, thank you for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload again in the near future. I also will show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say, goodbye.